everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing another huge thrift haul today. I'm gonna try it all on in the mirror here for you, vlog style. It's a little more casual than the usual fancy camera setup that I usually do, but I thought I would just try it a little bit differently. It's kind of like you're trying it all on with me. So let me know if you like this style of video better. I think it's a little more casual. Just I find them a little easier to watch, but I can understand why people prefer the higher quality videos as well. So let me know either way which one you prefer. So I've been doing a lot of thrift shopping lately, like a lot. I'm gonna have to divide this into a few different videos, I think, and I've got quite a bit to show you today already, but I think it's pretty safe to say that I am a pretty pro thrifter at this point. I very rarely go into a thrift shop and come out empty-handed. I almost always find something, and that's just because I do it all the time. My eye is trained to find those certain textures, colors, patterns, designs that I really love. So I often find something when I go in there. If you go in there and you just think, oh my god, this is terrible, I'm never going to find anything that I actually like, don't give up. Just do it frequently. Look in sizes that aren't your own sizes. Look in the men's section, and just be patient. Go in there with a lot of time on your hands if you're just starting out, and take a good look through everything, because there is some good stuff in there. There are diamonds in the rough. You just have to kind of learn and train your eye to find them. I do get questions all the time saying, where do you thrift? You must be in some sort of magical thrift store. I'm not. I'm just in regular value villages, Salvation Armies, all over the Vancouver area, but I've been doing this a long time, and I know what to look for, I know what I like, I know what's going to suit my body best, so I can go in there pretty quickly and come out with a handful of stuff. So I've got a whack of things to show you here today. I've got a whole stack of stuff, goodies, so let's try them all on in front of the mirror here and see what they look like. Okay, up first is a pair of white pants. These I actually showed in my spring trends video. Didn't actually try them on for you though, so here they are now. These were obviously a very lucky buy because they're very, very gently used, if at all. I can't remember there being tags on them, but they have not a single mark on them. They're nice, bright white. They're not actually a denim. They're more of like a pant style. They're really, really stretchy and comfortable. Super high-waisted. The odd thing about them is that the button is on the opposite side to most American-style jeans. So I don't know where they're from or where they're made, but I don't know if maybe that is telling as to where they were made. They're not exactly super opaque, but I don't really mind that much. But it's the style of them that I really liked. The length and the little kick flare that they have at the bottom here. Normally I wouldn't gravitate towards something like this that hits me right at the ankle, just because I'm on the shorter side and I'm a little heavier in the bottom than the top, so I gotta be careful to make sure that things elongate me and don't shorten me. But the high waist definitely helps. I'm gonna wear it mostly with things that come up nice and high like that. And then if I try them on with my new Tom's shoes here, these are not thrifted. I think it gives a really nice neutral look, very springy little kick flare denim. So very happy with those. They come up nice and high in the back. They have that like old school, really high waist pocket on the back, so they give you a bit of a long bum. I don't really care. I think these are about $6, so goodbye. The sweater, unfortunately, is not thrifted. It's from Everlane. I'll link it down below if anyone's interested. I just thought it looked really good with the jeans, the different tones of creams and ivories and neutrals. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of these this spring. They're super comfortable too, so they'll be good for a beer belly, chicken wing belly, you know, summer things. Alright, next up is this little boat neck off the shoulder, one shoulder sweater. Again, very lucky to find this because it is a cream white with zero damage, zero stains, zero wear to it. So it's perfect. I think it was a little more expensive. I want to say it was about $8, but it feels super luxurious, really soft, fluffy. It's definitely more of a wintry kind of item, but I think I'm going to try to make it work for spring. And it'll even look good with like shorts and stuff through the spring and summer on like a summer's evening for date night or something like that. It's incredibly soft. I gotta check what kind of fabric this is made of actually, because it might be cashmere, although it did wash really well, so maybe not. But yeah, I like that it's super versatile. You can wear it up higher like this, or you can pull it down nice and low, although that restricts the arms a little bit. You can wear it kind of one shoulder, you can wear it a little bit higher up. yeah, so there's lots of things you can do with it, and then you can kind of do like a messy rolled up sleeve situation to make it a little more casual too. I just tucked it in the front of my jeans here, the same jeans that I was wearing before, and then just flopped it up along the back here to kind of make it a little more even. So yeah, I do live in Canada, so even though we're into spring thinking about summer stuff, we're definitely still thinking about winter. We just took another temperature dip, so yeah, I think I'll still get some good use out of this before spring and summer officially hit. Okay, up next are a pair of black jegging style jeans. I think they're from Topshop, but they're a really dark black with a tiny bit of fading to them. They're not like really faded or anything. They're pretty solid black, but no distressing, ankle length, super straight leg, and really comfortable. They feel just like leggings, basically. They feel like my Lululemon leggings, and they kind of look like it on camera too, but I promise they are like a jegging style pant with real pockets and everything in the front and back. But they are incredibly comfortable, super high waist as I like. They come up to my belly button, and as I've said over and over again, I don't really like skinny jeans anymore just because I feel like they're not as flattering on my body as, say, like a flare, a kick flare, a straight leg, a boot cut, something like that. They kind of evens out my top and bottom half proportionally, but I just could not let these ones go. I'm thinking more of cabin wear, and with boots, it's easier just to have something that's more straight-legged to tuck them into. So because they were so comfortable, high-waisted, they're like a good quality jean and they fit me perfectly, I just couldn't leave them behind. I knew I'd find some kind of use for them, and I definitely could have used them at the cabin last week. I don't know why I didn't think to bring them, but I don't think I'm gonna wear them a ton because of the straight leg. They're just not really my usual style anymore, but I will get some good use out of them down to the cabin and just when I need a straight leg jean. They're just a good classic standard straight leg jean that I just couldn't pass up. You know, sometimes you have those days when you're like, oh, I just wish I had this. And you've probably seen them a million times, but you never picked them up. I feel like if I'd let these ones go, I was gonna have one of those moments and wonder, I should have picked those up. So I grabbed them, thrifted, so I think they were like $5 or $6. Cost less than a fancy latte from Starbucks, so they came home with me. And again, these ones are nice and high in the back as well, nice high pockets on the bum, so they're not going to slide down. We're not going to have any plumber's crack happening. Okay, up next is one of Ken's favorites from this haul. He absolutely loves this sweater. It's originally from H&M, but obviously I got it thrifted. Sweaters were actually 50% off the day that I was there, so I think I paid $3 for this sweater. It's a really nice bright red color. It's like an orangey red. Perfect for that 70s kind of trend that's going on right now. It's a bit long, so I've tucked it in, which I do with most of my things, just to give my legs that extra bit of length. I love the way it looks with my gold necklace, my hair up. I'm a big fan of red, and I love that it says après-ski. We're actually heading to Whistler this weekend, so maybe I will be packing this one with me. It's basically like the jegging of sweaters. It's a super comfortable, flexible material, easy to wash. I think it's a great $3 spent. And again, it feels like it was very gently used. I don't pick up anything that has stains or holes or anything in it just because I know I'm not going to reach for it if it feels kind of grubby. Even if I really love an item, if there's a stain on it or holes in it that I know I cannot fix, I'm not picking it up. So yeah, I think it'll look better with blue denim rather than the black jeans I was wearing in the last clip, but wasn't about to change again. Yeah, just a nice like casual Sunday kind of sweater, and it'll be perfect for the weekend, I think. Okay, I can't remember if I've already said this because I say it a lot when I talk about thrift stuff, but I think these might be my favorite of the whole haul. These brown slacks. They're like an orangey rust brown, super retro. Definitely a very old school fit with the pleating in the front. They've got a little pocket, really lightweight. They're kind of like a polyester linen fabric. Doesn't sound great, but I like it. And then they've got like a straight leg, slightly, I wouldn't say flare, maybe a slight flare, maybe. And they're a tiny bit too long for me, so I can easily wear them with something with a bit of height. not much, but a tiny bit. I just kept it on with my red sweater because I love this brown and red combo. Only thing is that because the pants are so lightweight, I can't really tuck much into them, which we all know I tuck almost everything I own. What I did was I just stuck a hair elastic on the bottom of the sweater and then tucked that under to get rid of the bulk from the waist here, to keep it looking like I've got a giant food belly, or that I'm pregnant or something, because I'm definitely not. So it kind of hides the bulk up this way rather than moving it down this way. Can't tell you how happy I am that these have pockets. They're really super lightweight too, so these will be perfect for spring and summer again. I actually wore these bowling the other night. Super comfortable, with a brown and blue striped bodysuit, so it was very, very 70s retro look. But the bowling alley we go to is also very retro, so I fit in just perfectly. They have a little bit of elastic at the waist here, so they're a little forgiving if I end up eating a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun styling these over the next couple months. I've been pinning like crazy 70s styles outfits and kind of getting ideas of how to mix colors together to make it work, because sometimes I don't always hit the mark. But yeah, I love that they make me look a little bit taller, especially if I had shoes on. If I had it all put together properly, they actually do make me look a little bit longer than I am, which is always a good thing. They've even got that nice straight, I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, the crisp iron line down the front of them, so they look a little more spiffy. I think I'll probably be wearing them more casually than dressy, but I like that it's there. Okay, up next is this really long navy knit dress. It's originally from Old Navy, but I obviously picked it up at the thrift store. I think it was one of the pricier items. I want to say it was about $10. But as you can see, it's quite long on me. It kind of makes me look a lot bigger than I am because of it's just a bit heavy, and it's also shapeless. It has a slight curve to the edges here, but nothing to draw in at the waist and to make it a little more figure flattering on me. So to make it work for me, I'm gonna add a few things to it. Okay, so I've just added my little belt around the waist. This is from Shein.com, also very inexpensive. I prefer the look of it a little bit looser and more casual, and I also like to bring the length up a little bit. If I leave it down that long, it's still above the knee here, which isn't the ideal length on my body shape, so I just like to pull it out a little bit and almost cover the belt, basically. The belt is just for shape, it's not really for accessorizing and decorating the outfit. So I just like to pull it around a little bit and do that. Kind of gives it like a two-piece look, like I'm wearing a knit skirt and knit sweater on top of it. Just kind of all blends together. And then I added my little Everlane day heel, which helps elongate the leg. And it turns it into a cute little mini skirt dress option. Obviously I could leave the belt showing a little bit, but then the dress would be a little bit longer, and I just kind of like the more sexy look to it, I guess. Sexy knit dress. I don't know if the camera's really doing it justice here, but in person it's quite a cute little dress, and I think it's perfect for this kind of transition season that we're in right now, between winter and spring coming and jumping back between all the weather and stuff. It's a nice warm cozy sweater, but has a spring look to it because the legs are out. I'm trying really hard to avoid this giant pile of clothing behind me that I have now added to. It's not really working though, so c'est la vie. But up next, a pair of short, again, kick flare. I'm into this kick flare thing. Corduroy, another orange rust vintage kind of color pants. I was drawn to the color of these. I love this burnt orange color right now. I just find it works really well for the style that I'm drawn to most of the time right now, which is more of a 70s look, neutrals, browns. How many times can I say all these things? But that's just what I like right now, and it works really well. That's just what I'm buying most of the time, and it all kind of mixes and matches together now. So they're super high-waisted. They actually are too big for me. They're a size medium, and I definitely, if in store, I would have gotten a small, but I'm making them work. I wore them yesterday actually with a little brown or blue button-up collared shirt, and I really like the way that looked too. It looks great with blue, looks great with ivory, looks good with red, and stripes. That's the big one, stripes. I think I definitely would have gotten more use of them in the fall because they're a bit of a heavy fabric for spring and summer. But when you find something at the thrift store that you love, you just grab it. And everything's so inexpensive that you really can't go wrong. They're also super, super comfortable. I guess that has to do with the fact that they're really oversized and a size too big. And I just love that little kick flare at the bottom. They work perfectly with my little mules that I've just picked up. Yeah, I've just been love styling these so far. I get really excited every time I see them sitting in my wardrobe. These are also one of those items that was not perfect when I got them. There was actually missing a button, but I like them so much I picked them up anyways. The button's easy enough to fix. It's not like a hole or anything that's going to be noticeable in the pants, so I just quickly stitched on a new button and they're good as new. Here we go with the 70s stuff again, although this one's more of like a modern 70s. It's not like, whoa, that's from the 70s. I think this is actually a pretty current sweater, but it does have that rainbow to it, which is huge right now. Anything with a rainbow on it is going in my cart. But because it's against a kind of a charcoal gray, and then the colors are a little more muted and not like classic rainbow colors, it doesn't scream the 70s. It's a little more modern 70s. But I love the way it looked with the little white pants that I shared on the first clip. It works really well. It's super comfortable, not itchy, thankfully. Washed really, really well. Looks great with my gold necklace again. As we know by now, I had to tuck it up in the front here just to give me that extra length. Could flip the back up a little bit here to make it a little more even, to make it more of a crop top than a full-length sweater. This one feels a little bit different to the red après ski. I sound like I've been at après ski sweater because it's a little more fitted. It's a bit smaller. It's fitted through the arms, so it has a little bit more of a preppy and put together, less casual look to it, just because it is more fitted. I just prefer to have everything tucked. But again, this one was one of the sweaters that was on sale, so this one was also $3. And I've already worn it a couple times. I'll try to insert pictures of the items that I've already worn and shared on Instagram so you can kind of see what it looks like and how I actually wear it in real life. So yeah, it's not like groundbreaking or my absolute favorite item I've ever bought thrifting, but it's a fun little whimsical kind of sweater that has a little bit of color for spring in it. So I would call that a win in my books. $3 well spent. Alright, so that's all I have for today's haul. I'm sure that's long enough. I've got a ton of other things that I think I've got probably 3 more hauls worth of stuff. I was just out again last night and I think I spent about $50, but I got an insane amount of like really spring beautiful like lavender things, pale green things, really 90s style items. Like think Clueless. I got a few things that are in that realm of things, so I was very excited. I went a little bit crazy, but anyways, that's gonna be in an upcoming video. Look out for that. Also let me know if you like this style of video, if you prefer me going back to the fancy camera where I'm just like sitting down talking about the items and inserting clips of me wearing them, or do you prefer to kind of see it in the mirror here a little more casually vlog style. I'd very much appreciate your input. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a like. If you have a second, I would absolutely love it if you shared it somewhere. There's a little button below this video that says share, and then you can put it onto your Facebook or Twitter or email it to somebody if you wanted to, if you know somebody that really loves thrifting like myself. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.